Hey, happy Friday. Yes, I heard there was a guy who put himself on fire out front of Trump's courthouse case this day in New York City. No, he wasn't part of the left. No, he wasn't part of the right. He was some nut job who was anti-government. And of course, all the TV cameras are going to be there. So why not? This is what I'm going to say about this. If you don't think that the mental health in this country is a fucking huge problem, you haven't been paying attention, okay? Like, I see teenagers that are so obsessed over this Palestine-Gaza thing. Let me tell you something, youth of America, mostly college students, because that's pretty much who is doing this right now. They got linking their arms at Columbia University chanting death to America, okay? Like, this is... I think people have lost their damn minds, and it's obviously showing in this world. People are just fucking nuts, man. Nuts, okay? You're willing to set yourself on fire because you know all the TV cameras are going to be there because you're so anti-government. Like, what in the world is going on, people? Like, these kids that are, so obsessed over this war in Palestine and Gaza and Iran and Israel. And you know what the sad part is? When we were growing up, we didn't know none of that shit. The Middle East has been fighting for centuries over land and religion. It's not going to stop today, and it's not going to stop tomorrow. They're going to be fighting over land and religion for years to come. But these kids are so entrenched in this, and you want to know why? Because of fucking social media. Everyone's so quick to want to jump out there to get likes, attention, and clicks. It somehow validates them, and I don't understand that. I'm so glad that I'm Gen X. I'm so glad I grew up without the social media. I'm so glad I didn't let my kid have social media or a phone until he was almost in high school, because I didn't want his mind being infected with the garbage that we see on social media. People have lost their damn minds, and the mental health in this country is a significant problem. And if you don't think that, then you haven't been paying attention. You got to be some sort of crazy to go light yourself on fire in front of TV cameras because you hate the government. Like, I don't like the government, but I would never try to hurt myself over it because I'm not mentally unstable. But this is what happens. Social media is a cancerous tool, and this is what happens to people when they have infected their brains with social media. The amount of wrong videos that I see on this app and many, it's mind-blowing, honest to God. You have kids at college that are screaming death to America right now instead of actually learning and getting an actual education because they're so fucking indoctrinated now by what's going on in the world because of social media. Everybody's a military expert. Everybody's a Middle East expert. Everybody's a climate change expert. Everybody's an economy expert. Why? Because social media makes you feel that way. Like, it's amazing to me. I say this every day. I think people are just getting dumber and dumber by the minute, and I totally blame social media for it because it is a cancerous fucking tool. So yeah, I did hear about it, and it doesn't surprise me anymore. It just saddens me that people are so easily led by bullshit that they see on social media. And that's really what it is. Like, they're so entrenched in this Trump versus Biden thing that's all they see. They will sit on their social media in lives all day long, obsessing over it. Just trying to get people to hate these people as much as you do. Like, listen, I come on here, I make a 10-minute video here or there, say my piece, and I fucking log off for the day. It's because it's just, that's what I feel about it. But to me, it comes down to social media. Social media is just infecting people's brains, and it's making them crazy. Teens, college kids, dude, go hang out with your friends. Get off of social media. It's infecting your brain. It's taking your common sense and throwing it right out the window. The Middle East, you're not going to solve it by chaining your hands to concrete on the Golden Gate Bridge. You're not going to solve that over there. They've been fighting over that shit for years. And you chaining yourself to bridges and throwing a can of SpaghettiOs on priceless art isn't doing shit to anyone over there. You're not raising awareness. You're not going to make it stop. These people are going to put out propaganda. You're going to eat it up, and you're going to run to your social media and get very angry. You think that you're making a fucking difference. You're not making a difference. What you're doing is pissing off everybody else around you that's just trying to go to work and make a living in this bullshit economy. Okay? But this is what happens. Social media infects people's brains, and they lose their all will of common sense. And it shows. Every day I see people on this app that I scratch my head at when I look at it. Like, it's just, stupidity is breeding in fast time, and it shows. And the more and more, I see parents on here sitting in lives all day. Their kids are in the background, mom, and they couldn't be bothered to take care of their kids. They're just so entrenched in social media that that's all they care about. So yes, let's wrap this up. I did see that a guy set himself on fire because he hates the government. Like, what that's going to do, I don't know. Get himself on the 6 o'clock news, which is exactly what he wanted, which is exactly why he did it, where he did it, because of the media's constant obsession over trying to make people hate Donald Trump. It's just like the stupidity every single day is getting worse and worse and worse. The mental health in this country is at an all-time high. And my personal opinion on it, it's because of social media. Honest to God, this is where we're at, America. Stupidity and lack of common sense. Kids, go outside. Go play with your friends. Go to the beach. Go to the movies. Read a fucking book. Anything, but get off of social media because it is absolutely infecting your brains. The fact that you're at a college right now screaming death to America, like, make it make sense to me. Like, you're in a college in America that is the freest country you're ever going to live in, and no one in Gaza is hearing a word that you're saying, and nor are you helping anyone in that situation over there. Go outside and be a kid, because you only get to be a kid once. You only get to be a college student once. Enjoy college, because all that they're doing right now is teaching you, indoctrinating you to be freaking social activists. That's what they're doing. Instead of going out and teaching you how to actually, maybe open a business, study. It's obviously really happening in this country, and mental health is in the fucking toilet. And if you haven't seen it, then you haven't been paying attention. Good talk.